Justice is equity, and it knows no boundary. The litigants have genuine cause of action, and Judge Funmi Asaolu is ever ready to dispense justice, ensuring amicable settlement.
So how come she's not been paying this man out of the profit she's making? Explain it to her. Because as far as I'm concerned, that's an act of wickedness. And she's trying to play smart. That's the impression I'm having.
She is fearless.
Don't you ever look at me straight in the eyes and say, wait.
She is firm.
I don't see this man as somebody that will kill you. All he wants is for you to just perform conjugal rights. I'm telling you.
She is hilarious. The dispute is real, and the judgment is binding. This is the Justice Court. Today on the Justice Court, a friend indeed genuinely offered all lifelines to a friend in need, but it got the shock of his life as the needy friend continued to sink into debt. The plaintiff, Okebugo Chidike, helped his friend Kelechi Okore with a 100,000 naira loan for his father's medical bill. Thereafter, he gave him a motorbike valued at 180,000 naira on hired purchase to enable him generate income to offset the borrowed sum. The defendant, Kelechi Okore, claimed he was out to pick passengers during the lockdown in disobedience to government's directive. He was arrested and the motorbike was impounded. Chidike desperately needs his money paid.
All rise. Court in session. Honorable Judge Funmi Asaolu presiding. Please be seated. Your Honor, this case is between Godswill and Dominic. Parties sworn on oath.
Thank you, Akin.
You're welcome.
Tell me your name.
Godswill Chidike.
What do you do for a living?
I work in an hotel.
You work in
an hotel.
Hotel. You remove your cap.
Okay.
Can I have your name?
My name is Kelechi Okore.
Kelechi Okore.
Yeah.
So can you tell me what transpired between the two of you?
Okay, Kelechi, I've known Kelechi for a while, for a long time now, when I was in Ireland doing some business that year. So I left Ireland when I was employed in an hotel close to my place as a barman there. So I stayed working there for a while, and Kelechi came to meet me as my friend, asking for a favor that his dad was serious that I take him to the hospital, and the healer was his dad has a partial stroke. So I see the distress on him, and he was saying that what they needed that time was 180,000 naira to help his dad to fix his bill. So, and he has struggled and hustled. What he got was just 80,000 naira, that he needed just 100,000 naira to help him. So by then, I used to do this meeting, his contribution every month, which I'm the fourth person. So then it was my turn to collect my own money. So what I was collecting was 200,000. So, and I didn't have more serious thing to use my money for that problem time. So I now decided to lend him the 100,000 naira to go and fix his dad's bill. So he went for a while. That was last year, September. So he went and talking on the phone, I was asking him how far about my money, something like that. He was telling that when he come back, he's going to hustle my money and give to me back. So I said, okay, I believe him as friend. So
when did you make that demand? When did you make that demand for your money?
The demand of money, that was toward the December time, because I was about to travel too.
Okay.
Because he went to November, that's when he went to travel. So I was about to travel that December for Christmas stuff. So I needed the money to assist some stuff. So
stop dancing on the spot. Just calm down. All right, go ahead.
So I asked him that moment, so he told me that he doesn't have the money, that I should just give him time. When he come back to Lagos, he will hustle for the money. So I have to give him more time. After me coming back from village, I went back to my work. So through that process, as a guy, I bought a bike just to be seeing small money I'm fetching so that I can be able to help my siblings. So I bought a bike, that is a bike then. So I put the bike in delivering so that all these aboki, they will be delivering money for me every week. So at times, I got story by story, repairing always. They don't give me my money exactly what I want. So I was tired of it, and I decided to buy the bike because me, actually, I don't have chance. I do one day on, 1 day off. That 1 day off that I do, actually, I didn't even have time to look after them. So 2 weeks that I've not came out, I decided to pack the bike down. So February, Kelechi came back from the village. So came to meet me, and like I asked him about my money. He told me that he doesn't get how business now is doing in Lagos Island, because Lagos Island is sold, sales market. So he doesn't understand the way the market is going now. And this pandemic of a thing, this coronavirus of a thing, that they don't allow them to shade market with the task force. So I said that, so what do you want to do now? How would I get my money back? Because I needed the money that time for society things. So he now said that he doesn't know, but he now make a suggestion that okay, if I can give him my bike to do higher purchase for him.
When was this?
This was February, when he came back. If I can give him my bike, let him do higher purchase. Then after paying the bike money, the bike will be his own. Then he can be able to raise my 100,000 and give it to me back. So I look at him that he's a guy that I've known for like some few years, some few backs now, and no miss for him to get the money. So I said, okay, if you're going to sign an agreement with me that you're going to give me my money, after paying me the bike money, you give me 100,000. So he signed an agreement with me, then I give him the bike for higher purchase.
You have a copy of the agreement?
Yeah, I bought it.
There's nothing like a year.
Sorry, ma'am.
Let me have it. Akin, please. Okay. Let me take it back to you. Let me have the sanitizer. So go ahead, I'm listening.
So after we made the agreement, then I gave Kelechi the bike. So
You have to use it as well.
2 weeks time, Kelechi called me. I was like narrating some stupid story that I don't get. Don't know what to do, but you have to pay my money back.
Narrate to me what transpired between the two of you.
Okay. Last year, I got a call from the village that my father was
Speak
sick.
out.
I got a call from the east that my father was sick, and then there was nothing with me. So I was kind of broke, but I had to save his life and all that. So there was no way I could get the money, so I went to him and asked for some money.
You are the only child.
I'm not the only child, but I'm the first.
You are the first.
Yeah.
How many are you?
Well, 8, if I'm...
About 8. Go ahead.
Good. And so I went to him in favor to borrow me some money to travel and help my father. And fine, he did. He did lend me 100,000 naira. Because the bill was 80,000 naira. And I had some other money to go with it. And
You were able to sort everything out, medical bill.
yeah, I was able to sort everything out,
Okay.
although he's not really strong then. So when I got back to Lagos, then the business was very slow because my business was...
What kind of business are you?
It's clothing business. It's just normal trading. We go buy materials and construct ladies' bodycon dresses and sell them.
Okay.
But then business was very slow. There was no way I could get back the money and pay him. So I explained to him to, relax for some time to pay the money, because me too, I was also struggling even to feed.
To do what?
Even to feed then, because my business was everything. So I was looking for a way out. I also needed help then, but I knew I had to pay my debt. So I was begging him to, relax for some time, give me some time to pay then. And along the line, I noticed he has a bike. So instead of me staying, I called him to, give me his bike. to work with his bike, and he said he's going to release it to me as in hire purchase. So we agreed, fine, that he's going to release it to me in the sum of 180,000 naira. And then we agreed. Then after then, in 3 months, I'll pay him back his 100,000 naira. So later I'll now pay him this 180.
So making how much you were supposed to give him?
Making 280 altogether. And along the line, the pandemic started, not even within a few weeks, the pandemic and the coronavirus issue started. So there wasn't work, everywhere was locked down. In those periods, I already spent the little money I had with me, and no way I could get money. I've been calling, I'm tired of calling on people to send me money. Feeling. So I had to now take the bike out one evening to look for...
When was that?
That was, I forgot, during March, I guess.
March 2020?
Yeah.
That's during the lockdown?
Yeah.
When the government forbade movements, right?
Yeah, when there was no movement. When there was no movement.
So you're stepping out with the bike. Which people did you expect to meet outside to move around?
No, people actually move around.
Disobedient people like you.
Evening time.
I said disobedient people like you.
Yes.
People like you putting the life of every Nigerian at risk. Go ahead.
So, well, they seized the bike then. There's no way I could.
Where was the bike seized? And at what time of the day?
Onipan, during evening time, towards night.
About what time in the night?
Around 7 to 8, yeah.
And after that, what happened? What happened?
After then, it was just stories and...
Stories from where?
As in, I'm just telling him stories that I'll pay the money. I'm looking for other ways to also pay the money.
When did you inform him that the bike was seized from you?
I informed him 3 days later.
After the event?
Because I tried getting back the bike, so I couldn't. So I now informed him after the event.
The defendant, eager to make money, went to hustle with the motorbike during the state lockdown for coronavirus. Now that the motorbike on hire purchase is in the hands of law enforcement agents and no other means for repayment, indebtedness is increasing and the plaintiff cannot wait anymore. How will Judge Funmi resolve this matter?
So now you are owing him 280,000 naira.
Yes, ma'am.
So how do you intend to pay him? There's nothing like I don't have money.
Yeah, I know.
You know that?
Yeah, I know.
Because for you, keep quiet. For you to tell me that you don't have money is as good as telling him that there's nothing you can do. I've taken your 280,000 naira and do your worst. Anything.
Well, for now, I'm looking for a job.
It's not about looking for a job. You have to raise his money. The same way you raise money to feed yourself. You don't look famished. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
So you have to look for it. You have to pay him. Now there are 2 issues. You are owing him 280,000 naira. The bike is already his now. So you just pay. You just pay him.
Because the agreement was a hire purchase.
So that's your bike.
Yeah.
That was taken. It's no business of his. It's just for you to pay him the 280,000 naira. So tell me how you want to pay and when you want to start and how much you want to start paying, if it's going to be by installments, unless you want to pay everything once. Pick the one you like there. I'm giving you the option.
Okay. Well, for now, I'm looking for a job, and after hopefully I'll get a job by...
That's a cock and bull story. You're not talking to me.
Well, I'll start paying him by next month.
Next month?
And I'll pay him instrumental. I can't pay him every...
How much do you want to start paying from next month on monthly basis? Think very well, because you are in court. Whatever promises you've made to him in the past, that's between you. Right now you are in the court. Whatever you say will be held against you.
I can do 20,000 every month, if that will be okay.
If you do 20, that means with 280,000, that's still be above a year.
Over here.
You know what I'll suggest? If you make 20,000 payments throughout the lockdown period, and the minute the lockdown is lifted, then you increase the amount you'll be paying to him on a monthly basis.
I agree with that.
So once the lockdown is lifted, how much will you start paying? For now, 20, but the minute the lockdown is off, how much?
Okay, I can pay him 30K after the lockdown.
30K, is that okay?
So like, how long will that 30K be now? Because I don't get.
Ordinarily, I have sympathy for your cause, because what happened could happen to anybody, except that your disobedience by taking out that bike has put you in another spot. But in the meantime, you are owing, and you just have to pay him. There's an agreement. Let me tell you, next time, when you make, it's good, you have the agreement with him, but you left out an issue, guarantor.
No, there was somebody there.
Have you called the person?
That was the person that was the guarantor that like, no,
That's his own guarantor.
No, I didn't.
He's the one that needs a guarantor, it's not you. Do you understand me? He's the one that needs a guarantor in case he fails to pay you.
But we have
so
witness.
The guarantor pays.
We have witness.
It's not witness. Witness is not the same thing as guarantor. A witness can only come to court to say, yes, this transaction actually occurred. I was there when it happened. But a guarantor is the one that will stand in for him. That if he does not pay you, then he's going to pick up the bill. It's not me.
If
Just
I tell
agree.
you 50K, it's another, I might not be able to meet up with this. So, please, I'm sorry. You can just consider with that price. Please.
No, I can't. The main thing is that I want to make use of the money. That is the main thing. Don't know, because I do that just to help you. Are you getting me? And just because of the relationship we have back then, that's why I did it for him. So now I need money, because through the lockdown, I passed some mess because my hotel cell didn't open. Up to that, those 3 months. 3 months, because our hotel they are taking precaution. 3 months did you open. I know how I suffered. I wish that bike was there. I wish I have that money. I would not have got that length.
Can you shoot it up to 35? Once the lockdown is over?
Yes, I can.
You can. This is what I'm going to do. We have good Samaritans out there. There are times they deposit money for certain causes like this to assist some people. What I'm going to do is we are going to have 100,000 naira from the court, us, to cushion the effect. Then let him pay. He's going to pay 20,000 naira. But you have the option of picking the 100,000 naira. It's just because I'm sympathetic. The court is sympathetic over your issue. That's why I'm giving that concession. It's not a right. It's not automatic. You can turn it down. It's not compulsory you pick it up. It's just an offer.
Okay, I'm very grateful, I will accept the offer.
Order.
The defendant, first child of the family, borrowed money to step up to the responsibility of saving his father's life. Judge Funmi is sympathetic towards this cause and offers a relief. After the break, Judge Funmi rules.
Judgment is for the plaintiff for the sum of 280,000 naira to be paid by the defendant at the rate of 20,000 naira on monthly basis commencing from July 2020 until the lockdown by the federal government is lifted, and thereafter at the rate of 35,000 naira on monthly basis until the total sum is fully paid. This court will advance 100,000 naira to the plaintiff immediately from the donation of Good Samaritans who have donated for this cause. Judgment for the plaintiff.
All rise.
Have you been cheated or have a dispute and want justice? Don't take laws into your hands. Log on to www.thejusticescourt.com and submit your case.
My honor, she tried. I'm happy because looking at this one for now, I didn't think it can get me up to that amount for now. So me getting 100,000, I'm happy. You relieve some stress. Relieve some stress for me. So I'm happy with the judgment.
The judgment was fair to me because he released me.
What I learned was never to just help someone which you know he doesn't have capacity to help you, or like capacity to pay you back, or help someone. I'm the kind of person that I have the kind of soft heart. When I see someone cry, I cry, kind of soft heart. So, but now I'm going to, even is to hard it little. Hard it little, because this has teach me a lot of lessons. Because I know what I passed through. I needed this money all this while. Needed it very, very bad. So before I help someone, I'll make sure that there are strong guarantors. There are strong guarantors siding him, either from his mom and dad self. Strong guarantors. Even go to the police self and write, say, so I want to help so person. I can do it.
Well, I've learned to be obedient in some rules, keeping some laws, and be patient in whatever you're doing.
If you want to help someone, are you getting? If you help someone, you, like me, what we say, you have enough. Try and have enough, because life you're seeing soon now, God, person plan, but God plan his own. So you might not say what will happen tomorrow. So before you learn someone, before you assist someone, you have to be very, very sure and know the capacity of that person before you help the person.
He helped me, yes. Always my friend. And I owe him apologies. Well, I advise people out there to be good and show love to one another.